Welcome to today's video on October Horoscope 2024 for all signs. As October unfolds, it brings a dynamic blend of opportunities and challenges for each zodiac sign. This month is marked by significant planetary movements and alignments that will influence various aspects of your life, from career and finance to health and personal relationships. While some signs will experience notable advancements and positive changes, others may face hurdles requiring patience and strategic planning. Whether you're seeking stability or ready for new beginnings, October promises a transformative journey. Dive into your personalized horoscope to uncover what the stars have in store for you this month and how you can navigate the cosmos, and I will help you take advantage of all the opportunities and shed light where you need to practice caution. I will begin by giving you a general overview, followed by an in-depth look at the important aspects of life. So let's begin with Aries. This month presents a promising time for Aries to make strategic moves. Financially, you will benefit from Saturn's retrograde in its own sign in Aquarius, remaining in the 11th house, enhancing your income opportunities. Expect multiple avenues for generating revenue. The sun's position in your 5th house, with its aspect on your 11th house, will help alleviate any financial worries and offer rewards, particularly at the start of the month. For those in employment, expect to put on considerable effort and time. It won't be easy, but it will be necessary. Business people might face a challenging start to the month due to Venus, the lord of the 7th house, being affected by Rahu, Ketu, Mars, and Jupiter. However, from September 18th, when Venus moves into your 7th house in its own sign Libra, business issues will begin to subside. Now, for students, you will find that this month is favorable, with a 5th house lord positioned in its own house. Your hard work will lead to academic success, and in love, there will be ups and downs, but your efforts will help maintain harmony. For those of you who are married, marital life will be tough initially, with more happiness arriving at the later half of the month. Family life will be relatively stable, though health concerns may require attention. So now let's look at career. Career for Aries. This month could prove crucial for your career, and you need to be prepared for challenges. Saturn, the lord of the 10th house, will be retrograde in your 11th house and significantly influenced by the sun from the 5th house. This alignment suggests you may face considerable obstacles at work and will need to put in extra effort. As the sun moves into your 6th house in Virgo on September 16th, new opportunities will emerge, but be mindful as the sun will be affected by Saturn in the first half of the month and Rahu in the second. Now expect mixed behavior from your colleagues. Some may help you while others may undermine you. Stay vigilant. Avoid unnecessary discussions and remain focused. For business owners, the first half of the month may be slower due to Venus's unfavorable position in Virgo, where it will be afflicted by Ketu, Mars, and Jupiter, causing disruptions. But however, from September 18 onward, as Venus moves into your 7th house in Libra, you'll experience progress with old plans resuming and new ventures beginning. So now let's look at finance. Financially, this month promises growth and stability. Saturn's retrograde into your 11th house throughout the month will maintain a steady income flow. The sun's presence in the 5th house in its own sign will also bring financial benefits, possibly including government support. However, Rahu's placement in your 12th house may cause consistent expenses. Venus's presence in the 6th house early in the month indicate continued spending. So towards the latter half of the month, with the sun in the 12th house from September 16th and Mercury in its 6th house from September 23rd, expenses might increase significantly. So to avoid financial strain, it would be important to manage your spending carefully. So now let's look at health. Your health may be somewhat challenging this month. While Mars is in the 3rd house, will give you courage and resilience. Venus, the ruler of your 2nd and 7th houses, will be debilitated in the 6th house alongside with Ketu, influenced by Mars and aspected by Jupiter. This could lead to stomach-related issues. Those with diabetes should be particularly cautious. Maintaining a healthy diet and continuing your medication regimen will be essential. The situation may improve in the latter half of the month when Venus changes signs, but with the Sun and Mercury in the 6th house impacted by Rahu and Ketu, you'll still need to be prioritizing your health. So now let's move to love, marriage, and personal relationships. For those in love, the Saturn and Mercury in your fifth house at the beginning of the month will help reduce any misunderstandings and improve emotional bonding with your partner. However, Saturn's retrograde aspect on your fifth house suggests that external interference may cause some complications. Handle matters of love delicately to avoid any unnecessary tensions. So when the sun moves into your sixth house on September 16th, misunderstandings may arise, but Mercury's entry into the same house on September 23rd will help to ease these tensions. Maintaining mutual respect and harmony will strengthen your bond. For married individuals, Venus's afflicted state in the sixth house during the first half of the month could cause misunderstandings and tension. However, from September 18th, Venus moves to the seventh house, improving conditions and allowing you to work on rebuilding your marital relationship. A thoughtful gesture or shared activities could help rekindle your bond. Now moving on to family and friends. This month appears stable for family dynamics. Although some challenges are expected, Venus, the ruler of your second house, will be afflicted in the sixth house, initially causing potential disruptions in domestic life. Conflicts over property or family matters may arise, but Jupiter's position in the second house will help to navigate these difficulties. Early in the month, tensions could rise high, but things will gradually improve towards the end of the month. Your mother's health may require attention in the first half of the month, but her condition should improve as the month progresses. There may be minor disagreements with your siblings, but these will be resolved with time, and their support will be forthcoming, focusing on fostering positive relationships for overall family harmony. So there you go, Aries. That's your October 2024. Taurus horoscope, October 2024. So October 2024 is expected to be a favorable month for Taurus, filled with promising opportunities and positive growth. Your hard work will start to yield tangible benefits, strengthening your position at work. However, with the Sun and Saturn opposing each other in the first half of the month, it's essential to remain grounded and avoid overconfidence, as this could lead to unexpected challenges. Despite not always being recognized immediately, your consistent efforts will eventually be rewarded. For those in business, the combined influence of Jupiter and Mars will support growth and success. Love relationships will see progress, although occasional conflicts may arise. Marital bonds will deepen, and there is a sense of a renewed intimacy with your spouse. After some initial instability, family life will find a sense of calm, with the support of siblings and friends proving beneficial in achieving success. Students may face concentration issues, but perseverance will help overcome these challenges. Financially, the month looks bright with an improvement in your income and controlled expenses. However, vigilance is advised regarding health, as there may be some deterioration. Now let's look at the area of career. So October will be productive for your career, though it may require considerable effort. Saturn, the ruler of your 10th house, remains retrograde, making work more demanding. You may feel as though you're carrying the weight of multiple roles, and the recognition of your efforts may not be immediate. Despite this, stay patient and keep up the hard work, as success will be due in course. Venus's initial position in your 5th house, along with Ketu, might spark a desire to change jobs, but uncertainty will prevail. However, when Venus moves into its own sign in Libra in your 6th house on September 18th, stability and favorability in your job will increase, reducing obstacles and allowing you to resolve any lingering issues. For those in business, for business people, this month holds significant promise. Jupiter's placement in your 1st house casts a very favorable aspect on your 7th house, enhancing fortune in your ventures. Your business acumen and strategy decisions will elevate your company's standing in society, and you'll be able to navigate competition effectively. Mars's position in your 2nd house requires you to exercise caution in your communication, but if you manage it well, you could lead to considerable business and economic progress. Now looking at finances. Financially, October brings good news. Rahu's position in your 11th house throughout the month, combined with Venus's aspect on your 11th house from the 5th, will help resolve financial challenges and boost your income. Jupiter in your 1st house and Mars in your 2nd will further enhance your financial situation. Opportunities will be profitable, especially from international contacts or multinational corporations. Will be favorable. Short trips may also yield financial benefits. So as the Sun and Mercury move into your 5th house on September 16th and September 23rd, expect a further increase in income. Venus's entry into the 6th house on September 18th, with its aspect on the 12th house, may tempt you to spend on luxury items. However, maintaining control over these expenses will ensure a significant improvement in your financial situations. While the timing is right for business investments, exercise caution when trading in the stock market. Now let's move on to health. Health requires extra caution this month. Venus and Ketu in the 5th house at the start, influenced by Mars and Jupiter, and later by Sun and Mercury, suggest potential stomach-related issues. The impact of both the 5th house and Virgo sign indicates that you should be mindful of your eating habits to avoid any gastrointestinal troubles. Ketu's presence may make it harder to manage health issues, so prioritize clean water, nutritious food, and regular meal times. By making these adjustments, you may be able to maintain better health throughout the month. Now moving on to love, marriage, and personal relationships. This month brings a blend of stability and growth for those in romantic relationships. At the beginning of the month, the planetary alignment of Venus and Mercury enhance your charm and communication skills, creating a very favorable atmosphere for deep, meaningful conversations with your partner. You'll find it easier to express your feelings openly, fostering a deeper emotional bond and trust. However, as the month progresses, with Venus moving into a challenging position, some misunderstandings or minor conflicts may arise. It's crucial to stay calm and patient, avoid impulsive reactions. Your ability to listen and empathize with your partner will be key to navigating these turbulent moments. For those of you who are married, the initial days of the month may bring warmth and intimacy, thanks to Venus's supportive influence. However, as Mars's energy intensifies, there could be a kind of risk of ego clashes or disagreements. To maintain harmony, focus on clearer communication and avoid letting small issues escalate into larger conflicts. Towards the end of the month, planetary shifts indicate a period of reconciliation and renewed understanding. Couples who have faced challenges will have the opportunity to heal and strengthen their relationship, deepening their connection and fostering long-term commitments. There you go, Taurus individuals. I hope you make the most of every opportunity that this month of October will present to you. Moving on to Gemini horoscope for the month of October 2024. October will bring mixed results for Geminis, marked by increased expenses that require careful management from the onset. Financial prudence is essential to avoid challenges later in the month. Health should also be a priority. Avoid outside food, takeout food to avoid potential health issues. You may display cleverness in your job matters, but overdoing it could be detrimental, so proceed with caution. For those of you in business people will see an average month with rising business expenses and the potential formation of new partnerships. Income from foreign sources is likely, along with some business expansion. Romantic relationships may flourish, particularly in the latter half of the month. Although marital issues could arise due to excessive independence, for students there will be a moderate month. Your success will depend on your dedication and hard work. Family life may lack harmony, but love will prevail. Making efforts to maintain unity is crucial. So now let's look at the area of career. Career prospects look relatively promising for Gemini in October. Rahu will be in your 10th house throughout the month, inspiring you to approach work creatively. While unconventional methods may sometimes lead to success, they may also backfire. So stick to straightforward pathways, and putting in sincere effort is advisable. Avoid engaging in office politics or speaking harshly to your colleagues, as this could undermine your progress. The Lord of the 10th house will remain in the 11th house all month, so suggesting possibility for travel or work-related travel, so working abroad. Expect to be busy with limited time for family matters. Mars, the ruler of your 6th house, will be positioned in your 1st house throughout the month, driving you to stay focused in your hard work. For business people, Jupiter, the ruler of your 7th house, will reside in your 12th house, paving the way for new international business relationships. Foreign trade might yield substantial corporate success. However, Mars's position in the 1st house, with its aspect on the 7th house, calls for restraint in anger and aggression to prevent business conflicts. With Saturn retrograde in its own sign in the 9th house, luck will gradually turn to your favor. Any stalled tasks will resume, leading to career progress. Now moving on to finances. Financially, October will bring mixed results for Gemini. Jupiter's position in your 12th house throughout the month will lead to necessary expenses, possibly related to religious or spiritual activities or any spiritual learning type activities, which could bring you satisfaction. The sun's position in your 3rd house during the first part of the month offers opportunities for government-related profits. Meanwhile, Saturn positioned in your 9th house and casting an aspect on your 11th house will ensure a steady income and alleviate some financial concerns. Now, Mercury, the ruling planet, will enhance your happiness and finances by transitioning through your 2nd house in the first half of the month and the 4th house in the latter half of the month. This period could bring opportunities to buy new properties or vehicles. Now, business ventures, particularly those involving international strategies, are likely to be profitable. The second half of the month presents favorable conditions for the stock market investments, provided you seek proper advice. Now, moving on to health. Health will be somewhat moderate for Geminis in October. Your zodiac lord Mercury will be in a favorable position at the start of the month, being in the 2nd house and then moving to the 3rd house with the sun, where it will have full aspect from Saturn. However, after September 23rd, Mercury will be in Virgo with the sun and Ketu, influenced by Rahu, Mars, and Jupiter. This may cause some health issues in the latter half of the month, such as skin problems, blood pressure, fluctuations could also be of concern. Ensure a nutritious diet and consider adopting a healthy routine to mitigate potential health issues. Now moving on to love, marriage, and personal relationships. October holds a lot of promise for romantic relationships. Venus, the ruler of your 5th house, be in your 4th house with Ketu in the first half of the month. Under the influence of Mars and Jupiter, promptly unusual but affectionate communication with your partner. You may experience a mixture of positive and negative emotions, so focus on controlling your thoughts and prioritize your love. After September 18th, when Venus moves into your 5th house in Libra, your romantic bond will deepen and mutual understanding will improve, leading to a more fulfilling relationship. So there you go, Gemini. That was October 2024. I hope you make the best of every opportunity this month presents for you. So now moving on to Cancer. Horoscope for October 2024. October will bring a mixed result for Cancer. You may need to be cautious and prepare to face some adversities. Career will see a favorable conditions with a busy schedule and possible travel to another city, another country for work, leading to beneficial opportunities despite potential exhaustion. For those in business, there may be hurdles, and strict compliance with government regulations will be crucial to avoid any legal issues or tax notices. The month will be positive for romantic relationships with a loving atmosphere and a strong possibility for a love marriage. However, married life may experience ups and downs, with tensions potentially arising due to a spouse's increased attachment to their family. Be mindful of conflicts and avoid them wherever you can. Students will find that this month is beneficial with a clear focus on studies and a likelihood to achieve good grades. So now let's look at career for these Cancer natives. This month appears promising for Cancer's career, with Mars, the Lord of the 10th house, in the 12th house, will be putting maximum effort into your work, which will positively impact your standing at work. You may need to travel frequently, attend several meetings, and even make international trips. Though you might spend time away from your family due to your hectic schedule, it will be an excellent period for professional growth. Jupiter in the 11th will ensure that your superiors are supportive and satisfied with your performance, providing continuous encouragement. For those conducting business outside the country, exercise caution. Success will depend on treating business partners fairly and giving them due attention. The sun's entry into the 3rd house in the latter half of the month will bring benefits from the government sector. With Jupiter's aspect on the 7th house, you'll be able to adapt to adverse situations, and your business is likely to improve. Guidance from a senior or prominent individuals will be valuable to you at this time. Listening to and following their advice will help you advance in your business. So now let's look at the area of finances. Financially, October is a reasonably beneficial month for the Cancer individual. The sun will be in your 2nd house in the first half of the month, while Jupiter remains in your 11th house, enhancing your prospects for financial growth. This planetary alignment indicates that your financial situation will improve, with steady income and wealth accumulation. There's also a chance for benefits from the government sector. However, with Mars in the 12th, throughout the month, and Saturn retrograde in the 8th house. Consistent spending is also very likely. While money may come in from one side, there is an equal chance that it will equally flow out from the other side. So manage your expenses wisely, prioritize essential expenditures, and investing in saving plans to maintain a more favorable financial situation for yourself. So now let's look at health. October calls for caution regarding health. While overall health should be fine, the presence of Mars in the 12th house and retrograde Saturn in the 8th house could pose some risks for your health, especially if it's neglected. So stay vigilant with your daily routine and diet to avoid any major health issues. There's also a potential risk for injuries and accidents, so avoid conflicts and be more mindful of your surroundings. The second half of the month is expected to be more favorable and will give you better health. So now let's move on to love, marriage, and personal relationships. In love matters, the month shows promise, with Mars, the ruler of your 5th house, positioned in the 12th house throughout October. Your beloved may need to travel, causing some temporary separation. However, Jupiter in the 11th aspects both the 5th and the 7th houses, which will support the maturity of your love, strengthening mutual dependence and trust. Even if initial fears arise, love will grow rather than diminish, setting the stage for a potential love marriage with both families' approvals. So for married individuals, October requires caution. Saturn, the ruler of the 7th house, will remain retrograde in the 8th house throughout the month, so necessitating good communication with your in-laws, as your partner may be more inclined towards their family. The sun's position in the 2nd house aspects Saturn could lead to occasional harsh words, while Mars's aspect on the 7th house may create communication challenges with your spouse. Fortunately, Jupiter's benevolent influence on the 7th house will help you to maintain and gradually improve the relationship, promoting unity and understanding. So looking at family and friends, family dynamics in October will bring mixed results. The sun, ruler of your 2nd house, will remain in the 2nd house, a favorable position that will enhance the family's reputation and respect by elders. There will be a closeness within the family, but retrograde Saturn in the 9th house, casting an aspect on the sun, may cause occasional tensions. Avoid arguments with your in-laws and maintain peace. When the sun moves into the 3rd house on September 16th, the situation will improve, especially in the latter half of the month. Venus, ruling your 4th house, will enter the 4th house on September 18th, strengthening family unity, love, and affection. However, pay attention to your mother's health, especially in the first half of the month. On September 23rd, Mercury will also enter the 3rd house in Virgo, where the sun is already present, enhancing bonds with siblings, mutual affection, and cooperation in work. Jupiter's influence on the 3rd house throughout the month will bring success, while Mars's aspect on the 3rd house may cause disagreements with siblings, but Jupiter will help resolve any issues. There you go, Cancer. That was October 2024 for you. I hope you make the best of every opportunity this month presents to you. Moving on to Leo horoscope for October 2024. This month will bring promising developments for your career, with Jupiter residing in the 10th house, positioned well for professional success. You will have the opportunity to showcase your skills and experience, tackling tasks with dedication and achieving commendable results. Positive job outcomes will enhance your reputation, possibly leading to a salary increase or a payment of anything that is overdue, any overdue wages or arrears that are overdue to you, which will elevate your happiness level significantly. With Venus, the Lord of the 10th house, in the 2nd house, you'll exude confidence at work, bolstered by support from family members who will encourage you to progress. Now, Saturn, the Lord of the 6th house, is positioned in the 7th house, rewarding hard work and enhancing your prospects. For business owners, for business professionals, caution is necessary, especially since Saturn will be retrograde in the 7th house, while the sun is in your zodiac sign. This combination could create friction with government officials, so strive for diplomacy and avoid unnecessary conflicts. Hard work will remain a key focus, and you should refrain from negative remarks. Initiating new business ideas may take time, but conditions will improve significantly when the sun moves into the 2nd house in Virgo on September 16th. Foreign contacts could bring benefits, and previous investments may help in business growth. Additionally, exploring new opportunities will pave the way for further success. Now let's look at your finances. October is shaping up to be a positive month financially. Though there are a few challenges to be mindful of, initially, Mercury in your 12th house could increase expenses. But from September 4th, when it moves into your first house, and especially from September 23rd, it will help you to improve your financial situation. Venus positioned in the second house during the first half of the month will further bolster your finances. You will likely find success in saving money and investing it wisely, resulting in growing your wealth. Now, Mars positioned in your 11th house will enhance your income, while Jupiter's influence on the second house will also support financial gains. However, Rahu's placement in your 9th house will tempt you into unnecessary spending and unplanned trips, which could strain both your finances and your health. So staying mindful of these pitfalls and managing your expenses will help you maintain a more favorable financial standing throughout the month. So now let's move on to your health. Health-wise, this month requires careful attention to prevent any potential issues. The presence of Rahu in the 8th house suggests a need to avoid unnecessary travel, which could cause physical strain and exhaustion. With Ketu in the second house, there is a heightened risk of food poisoning, so be mindful of your diet. So you should monitor your diet carefully, prioritize timely and moderate eating, avoid overeating, and steer clear of any takeout food, fried food, spicy food, or even stale food to maintain your health. The Sun, your zodiac lord, will reside in the first house at the start of the month, boosting your health and alleviating existing health issues. However, as the Sun moves into the second house and comes under the influence of Rahu and Ketu, your immunity will weaken. Therefore, it's essential to consume immunity-boosting nutrition, take your vitamins, and de-stress because that will help with your immunity as well. Now, the Sun, your zodiac lord, will reside in the first house at the start of the month, boosting your health and alleviating any existing health problems. However, as the Sun moves to the second house and comes under the influence of Rahu and Ketu, your immunity may weaken. Therefore, it's essential to consume immunity-boosting nutritions. The second half of the month should bring improved health thanks to the beneficial aspect of Mars and Jupiter, allowing you to maintain your well-being through personal strength and spiritual practices. Now let's look at the area of love, marriage, and personal relationships. Your love life will experience a mix of emotions this month. Jupiter in your 10th house and Mars aspect on the 5th house from the 11th house suggests some ups and downs in romantic relationships. While you may want to spend more time with your partner, circumstances may prevent this, potentially causing frustrations and friction within the relationship. It's crucial to maintain your emotions carefully, offer supportive words, and avoid conflicts that could strain the relationship. This challenging period will eventually pass, and better times are ahead. Now, when Venus enters the 3rd house in Libra on September 18th, friendships will play a more prominent role in your romantic life. A special friend could become more closer. And if you're single, there may be a chance for someone new to enter your life, especially in the latter half of the month. And for married couples, the month begins with potential challenges. The Sun in the 1st house and retrograde Saturn in your 7th house, which may exacerbate disputes between spouses. So with Rahu in the 8th house, it is advisable to maintain calm communication with your in-laws and a positive demeanor with your spouse. The situation will improve in the second half of the month. The Sun moves to the 2nd house on September 16th. Your partner will display greater respect and affection towards you, and reciprocating those positive feelings will further enhance your relationship. Now looking at family and friends. This month is likely to be favorable for family matters. Venus along with Ketu will be positioned in your 2nd house, fostering a loving atmosphere with your family. A significant gathering or celebration also might take place, bringing joy and togetherness. Mars in the 11th house will positively influence your family's financial situation, reducing the need for excessive effort to maintain financial stability. Although Mercury, the lord of the 2nd house, begins the month in the 12th house, promoting household expenditures, it moves to the 2nd house in Virgo on September 23rd, which will make it easier to maintain harmony within the family. Now, loving communication will keep family members close, and positive discussions will strengthen bonds within the family. Mars, the ruler of the fourth house, sitting in the 11th house, indicate favorable conditions for property-related dealings, which could boost the household's financial standing. Jupiter's influence on both the fourth and second houses throughout the month will ensure balance in the family life and foster love and unity among family members. Venus, the lord of the third house, will transit from the second house to the third house on September 18th, which will positively impact your relationships with your siblings, enhancing both respect and cooperation. This will lead to a stronger bond with your family members and improve relations within the family. There you go, Leo natives. I hope you make the best of every blessing that comes your way in the month of October. So now let's move on to Virgo horoscope for October 2024. This month will present a mix of challenges and opportunities for Virgos. With Jupiter in the ninth house, his influence will help you to make wise decisions. Venus, the lord of the ninth house, will be in your zodiac sign, enhancing the effects of Raj Yoga and providing a more favorable period for success. However, with Mercury, your ruling planet, in the 11th house initially, you'll see an improvement in your financial situation. But be cautious, as the Sun in the 12th house and Saturn in the 6th house could increase expenses. Employees should avoid conflicts and disputes to enjoy a more successful month at work. For business people, the month brings fruitful business trips and growth opportunities. Love relationships may face some turbulence, but the second half of the month you'll see some improvements. In marriage, there could be both passion and disputes, requiring careful handling. The month will start well in terms of health, but may see fluctuations later. Students will perform well academically, though staying focused could be a challenge. Support from family will be crucial in achieving work-related success. So now let's look at the area of career in more depth. The career outlook for Virgos this month is promising. Mercury, the lord of the 10th house, will be in the 11th house at the start, giving you an edge in professional matters with your sharp communication skills. This position will aid in achieving success and recognition. When Mercury moves to the 12th house on September 4th, expect increased workload and hectic schedules, requiring significant effort to meet your deadlines. There may be work-related travel, but these endeavors will ultimately benefit you. From September 23rd, when Mercury enters Virgo, you'll experience smoother progress and gain support from your senior colleagues. Saturn's retrograde in the 6th house throughout the month will demand sustained efforts, but also ensure deserved rewards. Business people should remain cautious, as the presence of Rahu in the 7th house may bring unexpected changes. However, Venus will positively influence the 7th house, helping you resolve business issues with intelligence. Now moving on to finances. Financially, the month will start with some expenses due to the Sun in the 12th house and Saturn's aspect on it. Now, Mercury's movement into the 12th house on September 4th will further escalate your expenses. However, from September 22nd, 23rd, when Mercury joins the Sun in Virgo, you will find a way to manage these expenses better. Your income will also become more stable, and although not exceptionally high, it will be sufficient to meet your needs. This period will require careful managing of your budget and restraining your spending to maintain a financial stability. Now moving on to health. Your health will be generally good, with some concerns arising later in the month. The initial placement of Mercury in the 11th will bolster your vitality. Jupiter's aspect on the first house also promotes health and well-being. However, the influence of Rahu, Ketu, and Mars may bring minor health issues, such as eye strain or joint problems. Avoid overexertion and maintain a balanced diet to prevent these issues. Incorporating a healthy lifestyle, like regular morning walks or meditation, will help in maintaining mental and physical well-being. Now moving on to love, marriage, and personal relationships. This month, love relationships may face ups and downs due to the influence of Mercury, Jupiter, and Mars on the 5th house. Avoid hiding anything from your partner to prevent misunderstandings or potential conflicts. Honest communication is crucial for maintaining harmony. Saturn's retrograde in the 6th house suggests that efforts to stabilize your relationship will yield results. The latter part of the month, particularly after September 18th, will see an improvement in your romantic connections as Venus moves into the 2nd house. For those who are married individuals, Rahu's presence in the 7th house may cause tensions, but Venus will help you to maintain some romance in your relationship. Jupiter will offer opportunities for travel with your spouse, enhancing your bond. However, when the Sun and Mercury enter your zodiac sign later in the month, expect potential challenges and conflicts that will definitely require patience and understanding. Now moving on to family and friends. Family life will be mostly positive this month. With Venus in your sign at the start, family members will be supportive, creating a harmonious environment at home. Venus moving into the second house in Libra on September 18th will bring joy and unity among family members, fostering respect and love. And there may be celebrations or get-togethers that also strengthen the family bond. Additionally, Jupiter in the ninth house suggests overall family happiness and prosperity. However, Mars's influence on the fourth house could cause occasional tensions, but love and understanding will prevail. Your siblings will play a significant role in supporting your endeavors, and you'll find success with their guidance. Seek their help if you face any challenges at work. Their input could be invaluable. Well, there you go, Virgo natives. That was your October forecast. I hope you make the best of every blessing that comes your way for that month of October. Libra horoscope for October 2024. For Libras, October 2024 will highlight the need to manage expenses carefully. While your income remains steady, spending may spiral out of control if not kept in check, causing anxiety. It's essential to focus on your health, as neglecting it could lead to problems. Career prospects are promising for employed individuals who put in an effort, but it's advisable to avoid making significant job changes right now. Business people may experience fruitful journeys and business growth, and new connections could also pave the way for future gains, including potential benefits from the government sector. Romantic relationships may face misunderstandings and conflicts, especially in the first half of the month. Married Libras could experience stress initially, but conditions will likely to improve after the first 2 weeks. Students might find academics challenging and should commit fully to their studies. Family life will be harmonious and supportive, contributing to an overall contentment. There is also a chance for foreign travel this month. So now let's look at the area of career. This month, career prospects are generally favorable. At the start, Mercury, the ruler of the 10th house, and your destiny will be well positioned, suggesting that your efforts will align with your aspirations. Career advancement is likely, and while new job opportunities may arise, it's best to stay in your current position for now. Better job opportunities await in the future. Your hard work and intelligence will help secure a strong professional standing, earning the appreciation and support of your superiors. Building a good rapport with higher-ups can result in financial rewards and greater satisfaction in your career. Now, Rahu in the 7th house and Jupiter in the 8th house throughout the month indicate that major job changes might not be beneficial. So it's wise to consolidate your current position and remain confident despite potential opposition. For those in business, Mars in the 9th house will encourage business travel and foster growth. While Saturn's retrograde influence on your 7th house could create pressure and demand extra effort, Venus entering your sign on the 18th will bring positive changes, making business endeavors more favorable. Now moving on to finances. Financially, October will be a month marked by increased expenses. Rahu and Ketu influence on the 12th house at the start of the month may cause an uptick in your expenditures, while Jupiter's presence in the 8th house, watching over the 12th, could further elevate spending. So when the Sun enters the 12th house on the 16th, expenses may increase even more. So despite these financial pressures, Saturn's influence on the 11th house will support a steady income. Mars's impact could also encourage cost-cutting measures. Jupiter's aspect on the 2nd house suggests a potential sudden increase in wealth, potentially from foreign travel or unexpected gains. However, it's best to be cautious, particularly with the stock market investments, and focus on savings. Employed Libras could experience financial gains, including a possible salary increase. So now let's look at the area of health. Health may be of concern this month, with planetary alignments urging vigilance. Saturn's retrograde position in the 5th house, combined with the influence of the Sun, Venus, and Ketu in the 12th house, and Jupiter in the 8th house, suggest a potential risk for health issues. Ignoring your health could lead to significant ailments or complications. So it's crucial to adapt a fresh daily routine, including regular exercise, a balanced diet, and timely medical checkups to prevent problems. You might face challenges related to your stomach and eyes, so take extra care of your diet and eye health. Now moving on to love, marriage, and personal relationships. Romantic relationships may face tensions and conflicts, especially in the first half of the month, due to the direct influence of the Sun and Saturn on the fifth house. Finding harmony may be challenging, but patience and communication are key. When Venus enters your first house on the 18th and the Sun moves to the 12th house, the situation will improve. A gradual sense of balance will return to your romantic relationships, and efforts should be made to enhance love and understanding. And for married individuals, the month is relatively favorable despite some friction caused by Saturn's retrograde aspect on your 7th house. Mars in the 9th house will encourage your spouse to fulfill their responsibilities with determination, leading to potential growth in your relationship. You may embark on a significant journey together, and time spent will deepen your bond and bring maturity to your relationship. The latter half of the month will be particularly beneficial for marital harmony. Moving on to family and friends. Family life will be promising this month. Mars, ruling the 2nd house, will be in the 9th house, creating opportunities for family journeys, pilgrimages, and adventurous activities together. Family members will remain united, fostering a harmonious environment based on sincerity and mutual understanding. Saturn's retrograde position in the 4th house may initially cause some tensions, especially concerning your relationship with your father and his health. However, as the Sun moves to the 12th house later in the month, these issues will subside. Mercury's influence on the 4th house until the 4th of the month, and Mars's ongoing aspect on the same house will also impact family dynamics. Jupiter's benevolent aspect on the 2nd and 4th house throughout the month promote family harmony and affection, strengthening bonds among relatives. It may be a challenging time for your siblings, so remain supportive and offer assistance during their struggles. And there you go. That was Libra horoscope for October 2024. I hope you make the best of every opportunity and blessing that comes your way. Now moving on to Scorpio horoscope for October 2024. For Scorpios, October brings a promising and favorable period across various aspects, making it essential to leverage your skills to maximize every day. However, regarding health, exercise caution, as Mars, the ruling planet and lord of the 6th house, will remain in the 8th house throughout the month, indicating a need for vigilance, particularly concerning blood-related issues. So in your career, this month could bring noticeable success in your job, positioning you for promotions as your activities propel you ahead of others. Business people can look ahead to substantial support and guidance from experienced mentors, enhancing the likelihood of success in their ventures. Romantic relationships may see some fluctuations, but overall, opportunities for love will help maintain the strength of your bonds. Marital relationships will be affectionate, fostering closeness with your spouse. Family life may experience some minor ups and downs, and there could be health concerns for your father. Students will be very sharp-witted. They may face obstacles and should focus on improving concentration. Financially, progress is on the horizon, with an emphasis on controlling expenses. While spending may slightly increase in the latter half of the month, a stable income will keep you content. Opportunities for foreign travel are also indicated. So moving on to career. October is set to bring exceptional success in your professional life. The Sun governing the 10th house holds a strong position, potentially leading to significant advancements and recognition at work. There is a good chance of promotion, and divine blessings could further elevate your status. The latter half of the month, when the Sun moves into the 11th house, will enhance your interactions with senior authorities, securing their support. Now, Jupiter and Venus remain in the 7th house throughout the month, and Venus's temporary position in the 11th house during the first half of the month suggests substantial potential for success in your business endeavors. Guidance from experienced individuals will be beneficial, helping you navigate a path towards unhindered business achievements. As Venus transitions to the 12th house on the 18th, opportunities for success through foreign business channels may open up, favoring your expansion plans. Additionally, any dealings with the government sector in the latter half of the month could yield monetary advantages. Contemplating foreign travel related to your business might also be worthwhile. So in looking to finances, Your financial outlook for the month appears favorable. Jupiter ruling the second house will exert influence over the first, third, and 11th houses, paving the way for financial achievement and advancement. Mars in the 8th house could bring unexpected financial gains through hidden means, such as insurance, inheritance, and such. As the month begins, Venus and Ketu's presence in the 11th house will enhance your financial stability. Even though Venus moves into the 12th house on September 18th, which might increase expenses, the Sun's entry into the 11th house on September 16th suggests benefits from government sectors, supporting financial progress. Starting September 23rd, Mercury's transit into Virgo, aligning with your 11th house, is expected to bring favorable gains, whether through employment or business. It's also a good time to consider prudent investments in the stock market, as they could yield profitable results. Now moving on to health. Health-wise, this month requires careful attention. With retrograde Saturn in your 4th house, it closely watches over the 6th house, and both the Sun and Mars will be positioned in the 8th house, so indicating potential health challenges. Venus and Ketu in the 11th will create connections with the 5th house, Rahu, necessitating vigilance in health matters to avoid significant issues. Exercise caution while driving to prevent accidents or injuries, and pay close attention to blood-related issues, such as irregular blood pressure, which may require careful approach. Now, towards the end of the month, especially the final week, you might experience discomfort from skin allergies or skin type problems. So moving on to love, marriage, and personal relationships. Romantic relationships are generally favorable this month, despite slight fluctuations. Rahu in the 5th house and Ketu in the 11th house, along with Venus's influence on the 5th house during the first half of the month, will help maintain harmony and mutual understanding. However, exercise caution and avoid placing blind trust in your partner, especially in new relationships where personal interests may emerge. For married individuals, the month looks promising, as you will see that harmony is, you may see financial benefits through your spouse, and you will also see that your respect in society will also increase, your prestige will increase. Your spouse will take their family responsibilities seriously and fulfill all their responsibilities. There also will be sweetness in your married life in this month of October. So you'll see that your bond will definitely grow and be more stable. So October is looking to be a very blessed month for Scorpio natives, and I hope you make the best of every opportunity and blessing that comes your way. So moving on to Sagittarius horoscope October 2024. October brings a mixed bag of results for Sagittarius individuals. It's essential to focus on work and avoid unnecessary gossip or excessive communication, which could lead to complications, especially early on in the month. Neglecting professional responsibilities might create career challenges. Now, for those in business, avoid aggressiveness and maintaining positive relationships with your partners, which is going to be crucial to prevent negative outcomes. Early in the month, business associations may face hurdles, but starting September 4th, when Mercury transits into Leo in your 9th house, there is potential for substantial profits through the end of the month. Romantic relationships are expected to progress. Although there might be minor conflicts, minimizing these disputes will be beneficial to you. Students are likely to experience a favorable period for their academic achievements. Family life may have its ups and downs, with some travel likely. Now, health concerns should not be ignored, and financially, the month is expected to bring mixed results, with both income and expenses to manage. Now, moving on to career. October holds great promise for significant career success. The Sun ruling the 10th house will be strong and exalted in its own sign in the 10th house, promising considerable achievements. Your professional standing is set to strengthen, possibly leading to promotions and increased recognition at work. Divine blessings may further enhance your career prospects. Additionally, Mars, the ruler of your 6th house, will be positioned in your 8th house, boosting your determination to overcome career challenges. Jupiter governing the 7th house will remain in this house throughout the month, and Venus ruling the 7th house will be in the 11th house during the first half of the month. This alignment favors business success, especially with guidance from experienced individuals. The latter half of the month, when Venus moves to the 12th house on September 18th, may bring profits from international ventures, reinforcing your business expansion plans. Now moving on to finances. So financially, this month may feel like a roller coaster with steady expenses and fluctuating income. It's crucial to manage your finances carefully and make the best use of your resources. Retrograde Saturn in your second house encourages financial improvement and savings, but other planetary influences may drive up costs. Mars in the sixth house and Sun's aspect on Saturn in the second house could contribute to these expenses. However, Jupiter's position in the fifth house, influencing your 11th house, suggests financial gains and improved standing. Later in the month, the Sun's movement into the ninth house, Venus in its own sign in the 10th house, and Rahu in the third house could lead to additional financial benefits, particularly for those in education or event management sectors. Now moving on to health. This month, it's crucial to be vigilant about your health, as Jupiter, the sign's ruler, will occupy the sixth house, which governs health matters throughout the month. Stay in good shape. It's wise to moderate your intake of fatty foods, as they could lead to elevated cholesterol, weight gain, and digestive issues. Additionally, the influence of retrograde Saturn in your fifth house, along with Jupiter in the sixth, Mars in the seventh, and Mercury in the eighth at the start of the month, may initially worsen some health concerns. However, conditions are expected to improve as the month progresses, and you may experience positive health outcomes. Despite this, there is still a potential risk of illness due to challenging positions in your ruling planets. Therefore, it's prudent to avoid excessive use of intoxicating type substances. Now, moving on to love, marriage, and personal relationships. Currently in a romantic relationship, the stars are in favor this month, although some minor fluctuations may occur, with Rahu positioned in the 5th house and Ketu in the 11th. The presence of Venus in the 11th house during the first half of the month will positively influence your romantic life. This alignment will help you maintain feelings of love, affection, and mutual understanding. However, exercise caution and avoid being overly trusting, especially if your relationship is new, as your partner might exhibit some self-interest behavior. Be alert to safeguard your interests. For those who are married individuals, this month offers a chance for harmony and growth. With Venus, the ruler of the 7th house, in the 11th during the first half of the month, you may see financial gains through your spouse and an increase in social respect and prestige. Jupiter's presence in the 7th house throughout the month will enhance the sweetness of your marital bond. You and your spouse will focus on strengthening your relationship, resulting in greater stability. Your partner will play a key role in bringing happiness to your family and fulfilling their responsibilities, allowing you to enjoy a month filled with marital bliss. Now moving on to family and friends. This month brings a mix of experiences, family matters. Now, Jupiter, the ruler of the 2nd house, will be positioned in the 7th house, influencing the 3rd, 1st, and 11th houses, highlighting your significant role in managing family affairs, along with the crucial support of your life partner. However, with Mars in the 8th house strongly affecting the 2nd house, there may be some heated discussions within the family. Despite these challenges, you're likely to maintain family harmony. Saturn will remain retrograde in the 4th house all month, and the Sun will be in its own sign in the 10th house during the first half, which could pose some health concerns for your parents. Now, on the positive side, this period could also bring some financial improvements to your family, including the potential acquisition of new assets. You will take steps to ensure your siblings' well-being and offer support where needed. Their hard work and positive actions will bring joy to the family. In the latter half of the month, your parents' health will see an improvement. Well, Sagittarius, that was your horoscope for October 2024. I hope you make the best of every opportunity and every blessing that comes your way for this month. Moving on to Capricorn horoscope, October 2024. Capricorns can expect a month of ups and downs, particularly in terms of health, where caution is advised to manage potential issues like high cholesterol, obesity, and digestive troubles. At the start of the month, career changes or relocation might bring uncertainty, but positive developments are likely as the month progresses. To maintain your professional standing, steer clear of workplace gossip. For business owners, this month will be filled with new opportunities and deals, keeping you busy and surprised by your productivity. Now, the business climate is going to be favorable. and maintaining a balance between income and expenses will require careful financial management due to ongoing fluctuations. In love, relationships are set to deepen with an enhanced connection with your partner and improved harmony in marriage. Although initial challenges might arise, the latter half of the month should bring smoother conditions. Students can look forward to progress in their studies, while family life is predicted to be average, with potential opportunities for travel related to education or for work. Now let's look at career. This month brings the potential for career stability for Capricorns. Initially, Venus, the ruler of your 10th house, joins Ketu in the 9th house, with full aspects from Mars and Jupiter. This combination may cause some instability at work, possibly leading to relocation or changes that you may not prefer. You might consider a job change, but it's wise to remain in your current position for the time being. From September 18, when Venus enters Libra in your 10th house, career prospects are expected to improve. Focus on avoiding workplace gossip and staying dedicated to your tasks to ensure your performance meets expectations. Now, Mars remains in the 6th house, and Mercury, which governs the 6th house, will shift from the 7th to the 8th on September 4th, and finally to the 9th on the 23rd. Now, this configuration could lead to continued job instability, but also significant career progress later in the month. Business owners will find this month particularly promising. Mercury's initial position in the 7th house suggests growth opportunities, while Rahu in the 3rd house indicates potential risks that may pay off. Now, overall, the month is pivotal for advancing your business with promising deals and new opportunities. Now, moving on to finance. Financially, this month may feel like a roller coaster. Expenses and fluctuating income, it's crucial to manage your finances carefully and make the best use of your resources. Retrograde Saturn in your 2nd house encourages financial improvement and savings, but other planetary influences may drive up costs. Mars in the 6th house and Sun's aspect on Saturn in the 2nd could contribute to these expenses. However, Jupiter's position in the 5th house, influencing your 11th house, suggests financial gains and improved standing. Later in the month, the Sun's movement into the 9th house, Venus in its own sign in the 10th house, and Rahu in the 3rd house could lead to additional financial benefits, particularly for those in education or event management sectors. Now looking at health. Health may be a mixed bag this month for Capricorns. Saturn's retrograde in the 2nd house could lead to fluctuating health conditions. The Sun's influence from the 8th house at the start of the month might cause minor health issues. Mars in the 6th house affecting the 1st house could exacerbate health problems. Though Jupiter's favorable aspect offers some protection, it's still you need to still take precautions, especially when driving, and strengthen your immune system to guard against illnesses. Now, the latter half of the month is likely to bring some improvements in your overall health. Let's move on to love, marriage, and personal relationships. For those in romantic relationships, the stars align favorably this month, with Venus, the ruler of your 5th house, in the 9th house, and Jupiter's continued influence in the 5th house. There is a strong likelihood of success in love matters, especially emotional closeness and mutual understanding with your partner are set to deepen, potentially paving the way for your relationship to progress towards marriage. Shared experiences such as long journeys will further enhance your bond. For those who are married, for married Capricorns, the month looks promising. There may be discussions involving your in-laws, which could impact your relationship, so it's wise to avoid conflicts and focus on creating a joyful home environment. Couples might consider starting a new business venture together based on their partner's personal and professional interests with existing ventures, so likely to see success during this period in business ventures with your partner. Overall, this month will bring greater depth in your personal relationship. Now moving on to family and friends. In family matters, this month promises a moderate lifestyle. Saturn, ruling the 2nd house, remains retrograde in its own house throughout the month. And at the start, the Sun in the 8th house may create some turbulence in family life, including discussions between your family and your in-laws. Improvements will likely begin around September 16th as the Sun moves into the ninth house. Now, Saturn's retrograde influence on the fourth house, coupled with Mars's position in the sixth house, could increase tensions related to financial or property matters. Jupiter's positive influence supports wise decision making and efforts to maintain peace at home. Keep a close eye on your father's health and seek medical advice if necessary. Despite any moodiness from your siblings, your relationship with them will remain strong and positive. So Capricorns, that was your October horoscope. I hope you make the best of every opportunity and blessing that comes your way this month. Now let's move on to Aquarius. Aquarius horoscope for October 2024. Aquarius individuals can look forward to a promising month with potential improvements in health and a notable increase in your income. Financial success and completion of pending tasks are on the horizon, supported by good fortune. The career front looks positive with potential shifts in employment situations. Unemployed individuals might find new job opportunities, and those in business could benefit from government-related sectors. Students should stay vigilant, focusing on their studies and maintaining good health to avoid any negative impact on their academic performances. Now, family life may experience minor fluctuations, but overall, peace and mutual love will prevail. In romantic relationships, expect some tension, and handling conflicts with patience will be crucial. Married individuals should focus on avoiding ego clashes to maintain harmony in their relationship. So first, let's begin by looking at career. Students may face temporary concentration lapse early in the month due to Mars in the fifth house, potentially causing challenges in their studies. However, this period will be brief and your dedication will lead to positive outcomes. Competitive exam takers may encounter demanding questions, stressing the need for thorough preparation for your exams. Higher education pursuits could face initial hurdles, but will improve as the month progresses, especially after Venus enters Libra on September 18th and moves into your ninth house, leading to significant educational success. For students studying abroad, diligent work will pay off. For those in business, the month promises growth and new opportunities, with Mercury in the seventh house at the beginning indicating potential expansion. Rahu in the third house suggests beneficial new business ventures. Though caution is needed, the month is favorable for business dealings with good deals expected. Now looking at your finances, October's financial outlook is mixed. Jupiter is in the fourth house that will influence the 8th, 10th, and 12th houses, encouraging cautious spending and financial wisdom. Now, Rahu in the second house might pose challenges in accumulating wealth. Despite this, Mars's influence in the fifth house suggests a steady increase in income, and its aspect on the 11th house indicates potential financial gains. The Sun's and Mercury's movement in the 8th house might introduce some financial challenges, necessitating prudent investment decisions. Venus's entry in the 9th house on September 18th will boost your fortune, stabilizing your financial situation. Be cautious of hidden expenses early in the month. Now moving on to health. Health fluctuations are expected, particularly with Saturn in retrograde until September 16th, potentially causing work-related stress and fatigue. The initial part of the month might present health challenges due to the position of Mercury, Venus, and the Sun. From September 16th, the Sun and Mercury will move into the 8th house, possibly continuing health concerns. Extra caution is advised, especially for those that have pre-existing health conditions, especially heart conditions. Maintaining a balanced diet and avoiding excessive rich foods will help mitigate potential issues. Now moving on to love, marriage, and personal relationships. Romantic relationships may experience ups and downs. Initial tensions and misunderstandings could arise, with Mercury in the 6th house and Mars in the 5th house creating potential conflicts. Thoughtful communication is crucial. As Mercury moves into the 7th house on September 4th, improvements in your relationship are expected. Later, as Mercury transits to the 8th house on September 23rd, your bond will deepen and mature. For married individuals, the month might start with tensions due to Saturn's retrograde motion in your 7th house. The Sun and the Saturn's combination influence could cause conflicts. However, from September 16th, as the Sun moves to the 8th house, some improvements is anticipated. Maintaining a peaceful and understanding approach will be essential to preserving your marital harmony. Now be mindful of potential conflicts involving your in-laws and work towards resolving misunderstandings. Now let's move to family and friends. Family dynamics may see a mix of challenges and positive developments. Rahu's presence in your 2nd house could lead to fluctuations, so proactive efforts are needed to improve family life. Initial challenges might arise due to Venus's position and Rahu's influence. However, as the Sun transits to Virgo on September 16th, family issues are likely to improve. Jupiter in the 4th house positively affect your parents' health, and a family trip is encouraged by Venus's entry into the 9th house on September 18th, which could enhance family joy and foster stronger relationships with your siblings. The family's financial situation is expected to improve. So there you go, Aquarius. That was your October horoscope. I hope that you make the best of every opportunity that is presented to you. Make the best of every blessing that comes your way for the month of October. Now moving on to Pisces horoscope for October 2024. October presents Pisces individuals with a blend of opportunities and challenges. Rahu's presence in your sign may create difficulties in distinguishing right from wrong, potentially straining friendships. It's advisable to control your speech, uphold your commitments, and avoid making false promises. On the professional front, expect stability, with advantages arising from travel and collaboration with colleagues. Business prospects are positive, though family relationships may experience some tension. Maintaining discipline and mutual understanding will be crucial. In love, while the month starts positively, married couples may face conflicts due to misunderstandings, despite some romantic moments. Now, students can anticipate favorable outcomes with dedication and effort, but health may require attention due to increased vulnerabilities. So let's begin by looking at career. Career prospects appear steady with support from colleagues and potential benefits from travel. Jupiter's position in the 3rd house throughout the month suggests that greater efforts will yield increased rewards. Avoid complacency, as laziness could lead to issues. The Sun's placement in the 6th house early in the month will aid in overcoming professional challenges. As the Sun moves to the 7th house on September 16th, career advancements opportunities may arise. For those in business, profit potential remains strong, especially with Venus and Ketu in the 7th house and positive interactions with business partners. Mercury's transition from the 5th house to the 6th house and then the 7th house will provide opportunities for investments and international contacts, leading to substantial business success. Now let's look at the area of finance. October's financial outlook shows fluctuations. Mercury in the 5th house at the start will offer potential advantages in business, while Jupiter in the 3rd house will positively influence your financial advancement. Mars in the 4th house may facilitate success in acquiring new assets, including property. However, early in the month, the Sun's influence on the 12th house may lead to some expenses. Retrograde Saturn in the 12th house will contribute to ongoing expenses, requiring careful management. Later in the month, Mercury and Sun's movement in the 7th house may offer better control over your expenses. So be cautious of instability introduced by Rahu in your sign and address any potential missteps to maintain financial stability. So now let's look at health. Health may be challenging this month. Rahu in your sign suggests potential neglect to health, which could lead to illness. Retrograde Saturn in the 12th house might result in foot injuries, sprains, or allergic reactions. Pay special attention to your shoulders, your joints, arthritis. While the month may pose health issues, proactive self-care can help improve well-being. Now let's look at love, marriage, and personal relationships. Romantic relationships might start off positively, with Mercury in the 5th house enhancing expressions of love and communication. However, from September 4th, Mercury's move to the 6th house could lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. Support from your trusted friends might be helpful. The latter part of the month will remain relatively stable conditions. It could emphasize the importance of mutual understanding and communication. Now, for those of you that are married, for married individuals, Venus and Ketu in the 7th house may bring romantic elements, but also potential misunderstandings. From September 18th, Venus's shift to the 8th house will promote family get-togethers and family functions, fostering contentment, addressing any lingering concerns with your partner, and benefit from Mercury's position and presence in the 7th house from September 23rd and onward to strengthen your relationship. Now looking at family and friends. Family dynamics may see moderate positive outcomes. Mars in the 4th house will focus attention on home and property matters, potentially leading to discussions and negotiations. Retrograde Saturn's aspect on the 4th house requires caution to avoid external interference in family affairs. Financial gains and property acquisitions through paternal or ancestral connections are also possible. Though family disputes may arise, Mercury's movement early in the month will bring initial joy and peace in the family life. But challenges may surface mid-month, including health issues for the mother and family disputes. Conditions will improve onward to the end of the month, with success in family property matters and continued support from your siblings. There you go, Pisces natives. I hope you make the best of every opportunity and every blessing that comes your way this month of October. So if you've enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And please don't forget to press that bell notification so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for being with me today.